Hello, my fellow gaming tankers. First off, let's begin with the tanking prayer. Or the wargaming prayer, that is. Dear Tank Jeebus, grant me the strength to accept things I cannot change. For wargaming, make it the rules, so wargaming can break the rules. So firstly, I just need to say thank you to all my 94 subscribers, because a minor milestone was achieved that I didn't realize because I've just been kind of with this 2 cans in a string production, just turning and burning on an inconsistent basis, but I crossed the 200 video threshold. So this will be the 204th video, and I just wanted to say, wow. I was like, yeah, wow, that's pretty cool. I got 94 subscribers, so maybe this will be the year we hit 100, so obviously that means I gotta go for 150. I do have plans of being a far more reliable content creator, because at the very least, I think the sound of my voice makes all video games sound much better. So expect a few more than usual, a little bit out of nowhere. And now for something different, video games. But also, I think World of Tanks Modern Armor just could use a less serious, less technical, moderately sophisticated voice, or just also one that sounds less like an asshole. Yeah. So, as I say this, as we are now officially on the precipice of the new year for World of Tanks Modern Armor to begin this Tuesday, with already some big changes, and they did talk about that there will be Eastern Alliance tanks balances, and I happen to have an interesting episode that involved the T-62M1, a tank I am very curious to see what changes happen to it. I have a previous video, I think earlier on, talking about how this is definitely an old warhorse. It's one of the first premium tanks for Cold War, and it's kind of been, I think this is almost a stalwart of this channel. There's a couple videos of the T-61 here. It is still one of my favorites. That 115mm boom snout with the ability to fire ATGMs can be lethal. Now we're on Cao Bang, and first off, I was very unsure about this map and this tank and the spawn I got, because, well, you know, there's like 4 degrees of gun depression. Heck, even at 5 is still a struggle because all these hills. Oh, I don't know. We'll see how Ardennes does. Maybe that'll be the flat map I was craving for at the end of last year for these Eastern Alliance tanks. But what happened in this match was me just kind of doing this, just slowly crawling around the map, thankfully not having to deal with too much taking fire, but actually just going along, taking my shots, getting the hits in destruction, and it was like, alright, nice. This was a casual, just strolling, shooting, feeling good, not getting shot, which is always good when you're in a moderately armored tank, but you're slow, so unfortunately not FE4211 slow, but also not FE4211 armored, so yeah. As we're now circling, heading towards the enemy capture, I'm like, oh, I gotta scramble here, because we're not doing so well here, because again, the downside to this was a match that was kind of like the standard fast-paced Cold War match, and I was like, oh, we better hustle. I can definitely tell we have 6 tanks that we haven't fully detected everything, so I'm like, alright, someone's gonna be covering the, yep, there we go. Also, I did see some shots coming from over this way previously. I'm like, well, we better get over there because we need to scramble. But Blitzpanzer, not something I want to be on my backside, so I definitely try to chase it. I have a teammate, so I was like, alright, my rear is covered as long as the Blitzpanzer doesn't double back, but I I had a support, and then I don't have support. I'm looking at the map, thinking, all right, now okay, now we've done the ring around the rosy. Where is everyone? And of course, there's hills. We're like, oh god. Oh yeah, this is interesting. Because I'm like, this is the Avenger. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure I can handle this. But they ignore me. I was like, well, I will punish you for ignoring me. I pin them, and they turn around and try to shoot over their rear, which does their boom stun does need to stick up a little bit. So they start laying into me from the front, annoyingly whittling away my health. I have to be careful. I've been playing that tank a lot more, so I don't want to be a complete jerk about it. And then, hey, there's that big Blitzpanzer I was talking about earlier. They lay into me, but unfortunately for them, a TGM arming distance. So suddenly, oh no, we were in the lead. Now it's 1-4. Okay, well, someone pinged the map for me to go to our base and stop the capture. Yeah, I will get right on that. Just give me a minute to deal with this T-92, and I don't know what's over the hill, but it's coming for me. So yes, thank you, map pinger. All right, it's a low health BMP2. Okay, no real honest teamwork. Great, that helps me. And suddenly it's like, wait a minute here. Okay, and then, oh, NM103. Okay, they're also low health. Well, I'm suddenly a lot more confident than I was before, because all I gotta do is hit the tracks. Yay, RNG. Excuse me. But finally, they make the critical mistake of showing me their backside, which there's a tank that. And here we go again with the whole sad part of this match. And being a slow tank. I am, as you can tell, trying to. I think this was the match that afterwards I was like, I've got to put the speed boost on. I have to sacrifice the reload and accuracy perks that Ration's giving me for something more. Because I'm like, this is a bit of a longer journey. There are hills, and I'm now at my top speed of 52. I think now with the speed boost, I get to 54. But this was like, I can only assume because it's a Chieftain 120 that they, like the rest of the team, were one-shots. And after seeing me devastate the remainder of their team, they decided just, you know what, I'm going to play it smart and win. Because the Chieftain 120 could literally run circles around this thing, but I can only assume they didn't want to risk it because they were low health. And I have to accept the capture win was the smart thing. They had, 5 kills, 8,250 damage. They were also a bit of a wrecking crew there. So, comment down below. What do you think of the capture win? It was the smart move. It's bittersweet. I was like, oh, I feel like an old warhorse here up against this fake premium tank with the faster mobility. But, and again, thank you so much for hanging around for me, and I hope you like and subscribe, recommend this channel, because I want to do more just content for World of Tanks, Mind, and Armor. I think we're into a brighter future, but save more for that for future videos. Comment down below, like, subscribe. Keep your tracks in the ground, and I hope the RNG is in your favor. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.